Good morning. I'm coming on a little bit later. This morning we're not working at the farm, so I enjoyed a extra little visit at the breakfast table with Ralph this morning. It is the last official day of 2020 today, if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. So lots of people posting great things about New Year's and sending their good year wishes and all of that. And a lot of people looking back on 2020 and what it was for them. So, yeah, what a year it was. And it's very interesting that many of us think of 2020 starting on March 14th, I think was the date. And I decided to look back much further to January 1st and look at the whole year and what it was and where my heart and where my plans were in January. And Ralph and I had decided that we were going to be opening up our home to community. We were planning workshops. We had Tom Wolf start with the djembe drumming circle, which was phenomenal. We raised the energy. We had Heather Katz playing her bowls. I taught a Reiki workshop. We just had some great things happening and starting. And then in March, we were told that we couldn't do all those things. Well, that kind of made us have to adjust our sails, so to speak. And it's still been an incredible year. We have built community with and networked with many people online. We hosted a wedding this summer, which was beautiful. We had Ralph's 60th birthday, which was beautiful. I've created a few new social platforms as well. My doTERRA team has grown. I have met so many beautiful people here online and very, very grateful for all the lessons. One of my friends posted a picture of 2020 being represented with a cocoon, and 2021 is the butterfly. And for many of us, this year was the test, the final melding and forming of us to decide who we were, what we were prepared to release. And that's been a big, big, big one. If you were fortunate to take some time and to release things, releasing things has been a great way for me to move forward. And there have been struggles, of course. It's I use the analogy of a tree struggling against the wind. Everybody knows that when you plant a young tree, not having a morning, Ashley, when you plant a young tree, it's good to let it have a little bit of flex in the wind. If you stake it rigidly and it's totally supported, the root structure isn't going to be the same as if you have a tree that it has to, there's my gratitude chime, if you have a tree that has to struggle against the elements and really settle its roots in deeply. So be like the tree that bends. That's a good way of living, just rolling with the flow and adapting and changing your sails. So many analogies that I've used this year. Yeah, it's been quite a year, and I would suggest that it's been a fantastic year for me. I'm really happy where I am now, and just again so grateful for all the communities that I have been a part of. And as many of you know, we had a really large turkey for Christmas this year, and this is the wishbone. So if I put it up like this, it would look huge, but for perspective's sake, this is the size of the wishbone. It is really large. And I was thinking, wow, what could we do with this wishbone? What would you wish for yourself? Would you wish for things just to magically go back to where they were of March 2020, let's say March 2nd, before everything started? Yeah, this is a really big wishbone. Or would you wish for, what would you wish for? What would you wish for next year? Would you wish for, what would you wish for? Ashley, you're on the spot. What would you wish for 2021? And this can be personal. It can be something that you wish for the world. I wish for, what I would wish for would be for more people to discover who they really are. We have everything we have within ourselves. Let me see what you're writing. Can I wish for Cleaning and laundry, very, yes, of course. We have, if you want to see change in the world, we already have all the tools, everything we need to do that. Everything we have. There are so many changes happening right now. And it looks like a really, really messy process. And that is what it is. You know, when you start cleaning house and you discover all these things that, oh my gosh, I'm still hanging on to this, or oh my gosh, like I was looking for this before and now I found it. And you end up putting all the stuff that you don't need in one corner of the room. And it gets really, really messy. And I think that's what's happening in our world right now. There's a lot of stuff that's being discovered right now. There are a lot of things that people are finding that they didn't know that they had, that they forgot that they had. And there's a lot of stuff that's going to get tossed because it's not useful anymore, right? Morning, Jennifer. And I think that it's important for us to realize that everything that is happening right now is happening for a reason. And the most important thing is to remember who you are. And when I talk about everything that we have inside us being all that we need, then that's the truth. And know that you don't have to become anybody else. That's not part of it. You don't need to change anything about yourself to become somebody that you think you might need to be. Everything you have is already inside you. You have such beautiful gifts inside you. Unleashing my strengths with Eddie Villa this year taught me that I don't need to be somebody else. I don't need to do things the way other doTERRA leaders do things. I don't need to do things the way other healers do it. I don't need to be the same kind of supporting daughter or supporting friend or supporting business owner that other people are. I just need to be me. And I think that we all have that capacity to love. We all have that capacity to shine our light. And those are the most important tools we need to make the changes that we want to see. A lot of stuff going to be happening. Some are suggesting at the beginning of January. And I would just say, just hold the light and just keep on being amazing. Keep on living your life. Don't shrink. Don't if anything, we need to upsize who we are. And there's an expression for that when you're ordering something and you can upgrade to a larger size. So that's what I want you to be doing with the amazing thing that's you. Connect with that joy, connect with that vibrant feeling. There's a wonderful exercise that I have shared in Embrace Your Life. If you're not in that group, Ashley, I'm not sure if you're there yet or not. I know you're super busy, but I'm going to send you a private message to get you into that group. There's a wonderful exercise that Donna Tays, who is a doTERRA leader, wrote out about a little exercise we can do today to think about what we had, what we'd like to have, and just finding a little bit of peace and silence. And that's been a key thing for me this year, is just setting aside 10 minutes. Sometimes all we need is 10 minutes in the morning before everything else starts, before you have a chance to start your heart starting to adjust to things, before you start thinking about things and closing down. It's an opportunity to open up. And so just take that time today at some point and think about, do that list. It's in Embrace Your Life. And if you aren't in our group yet, just let me know. I'm so excited about 2021. I really am. I think there's going to be some amazing things happening. And I used to be the type of person who needed to know how everything was going to happen and play out. And this year has shown me that I don't need to know how things are going to play out. I just need to focus with my heart and energize the feelings around the things that I want to see happening, and they will happen. They will happen. That's how the magic happens, guys. You need to decide what you want. Hey, oh my gosh, Nikki, I think I had a dream about you last night, for real. Get it in my head or stay in my heart, whatever. So just think about what you want to see happening and feel how amazing that's going to feel. Think about the things that you love doing that make you feel alive, and bring some of that energy into what you want to see happening in your life, that you want to see happening in the world. We can do this, guys. Like, we really can. I read a really amazing article with Keanu Reeves talking about, he's more than just a pretty face, guys, right? And Keanu was writing about the fact that there is a huge spiritual shift happening right now. You might think of it as political, you might think about it as, you know, the Illuminati, you might think about all these things that are happening, and those are all just representations of the spiritual shift that is happening right now. And I mean, would you not love to live in a world where we felt like this all the time? And we can. This is what we're creating. So, good morning, Jackie. I love all you guys. I really do. And I wish nothing but continued success for you. If you're watching this, it means that you are ready to embrace some of the changes that you might need to make. Embrace your life. That group that the community that we are co-creating together is the place where I'm going to be doing a lot of that. Whether you need to change how you feel about things, whether you need to improve your physical body, that's a big part of it. Our physical body can really affect how we feel and our spiritual growth. So I'd love to have you all there. If you're not there yet, that's okay. I'm still going to be doing these videos. I wish you all a very, very happy new year. 2021 is going to be amazing. It's going to be what we make it. Okay? It's going to it's going to be what we make it. I love you all. Have a fantastic evening celebrating. I really hope you're celebrating, because this was a great year in so many ways. Despite the shit show that it may have appeared to be, 2021 is going to be amazing. I love you. Have a great day.